Hello and welcome to Tipsy Wednesday. You know what you're listening to. This is our show. I am Kurt, and with me I got Bjørn
Hey,
and Thomas.
Hey.
Yeah.
Bjørn, try again.
hey.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, you went so fast, you didn't have time to answer.
Yeah.
You gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Not always. Sometimes you gotta go slow.
Maybe Junior has it different.
Gotta go fast.
Sure.
Don't want it to last, just need to get it over with.
Don't want it to last. Just get it fast.
But to be fair, the average time is about 5 minutes. So
Is that the average?
that's the average. Yeah, I read about it today, actually.
Oh.
Because there are so many insecure young people who have been watching too much of the hub that thinks it should last quite a bit longer.
Therefore, they make it so they last 5 minutes?
No,
I don't see the logic.
No, it was an article where experts talked about this. Like the average time a person have sex is about 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But young men or boys who watch the hub believes that it should last quite a bit longer, so they lose confidence when they come faster when they have sex. Right.
All right, because
In reality,
in a feature-length movie on the hub, they don't last for 5 minutes.
they last longer.
Yeah.
Right. So at least twice as long usually. So young men today apparently are insecure because they believe they're not good enough.
Well, to be honest, if they last 5 minutes, that's 4.5 minutes better than the most people.
If 5 minutes is the average, then
I don't know what.
that would be
That
most
is-
people.
No, that is when you got some people who are lasting for hours, right?
Yeah.
To making up the statistics.
So, bottom line is,
Statistics,
we want to say, young men today, 5 minutes is okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
But then again, some time back I read a Norwegian article that said like the intercourse itself, just the banging, lasts usually about 2 minutes. So if you have 5 minutes, you probably add some other stuff.
3 minutes of foreplay.
Yeah. Oral sex and whatnot. But yeah, I feel like I'm the odd one out today.
Yeah, you're not drinking from a podcast cup.
No, I'm not.
Podcast mug. No. That's okay.
We got them to.
But I have the cup, so.
And I got shit for using the wrong type of cup. Holy shit. You're not even using our cup.
Oh, damn, we're 3.5 minutes in. I wanted to address some people.
Oh, and it's too late to address some people?
Yes, it
What
is.
do you-
But I can
What?
address them anyway. It's
Yeah.
you motherfucker on YouTube who watched this show for like 1.5 minutes or so and then stop watching. Give us a fucking chance, man.
Well, but to be fair, what have we talked about thus far in this episode? We've talked about our coffee mugs,
And sex.
and sex, and lasting 5 minutes. Well, you, as the viewer or listener, didn't last 5 minutes in this episode. Thus
To be
far, we're
fair,
4
it's-
minutes in.
It's not all, and most of our listeners are on the podcast apps. But I see when I see the average on people watching us on YouTube's, some people aren't watching the entire show. Yeah.
Well, can you expect it in today's...
No,
oh.
no, you can't.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
But
No,
I feel if you quit us after 1 minute, 1.5 minute, you basically watch the intro, listen to us introduce ourselves, and just the regular startup conversation, and you didn't give us a chance to start any topics at all.
Speaking of topics, Bjørn. Food
Yeah,
fail.
Food fail, yeah. I've well, I've been some of the recommended YouTube videos I've been scrolling past have started to become food videos because lo and behold, I like food. So
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
who doesn't? So
A person that likes food. Holy shit.
holy shit. So I decided to have a go at one of the many suggested videos I've been binging through. Just a basic Italian carbonara. Problem is, here in Norway, we don't have readily available the main type of meat and the type of cheese you're supposed to use when you're making an Italian carbonara. You're not supposed to use bacon. That's the wrong type of meat. It's the most readily available, and bacon is tasty, but it's not the authentic carbonara.
But you can
So-
use bacon to
But
anything. so-
I use bacon anyways because I didn't try to make an authentic carbonara. I just tried to make something from the bottom up with like base ingredients, not something you mix from a bag and boil up with water. So basically, a carbonara is supposed to be a type of meat called guanciale, which is like a pig's cheek that has been cured. Yeah, it's supposed to give a special taste. And you have this type of meat, and you have pasta, of course, normal spaghetti, and eggs, and a type of cheese that I forget the name of, but it's basically a cheese made from sheep's milk, and it's a very strong flavor.
You could use the Norwegian goat cheese, though.
Yeah, I
That
guess
that has
You're sup-
a strong taste.
not if you want to make an authentic carbonara. But I just tried to make a carbonara with the readily available ingredients I had at my local food store. But I to put it mildly, I kind of failed hard the first 2 times I tried this, because you're supposed to mix like eggs and grind up this the cheese and have this all in a cheese and egg mix. And as soon as you finish cooking the pasta and the meat, you're supposed to put the pasta over in the frying pan with the meat, and you're supposed to have this egg and cheese mix on top of that and stir it in with low heat. That's the key. I stirred it in with high heat, so it didn't become a carbonara mix. It just became scrambled eggs with cheese. Yeah, it's like, yeah, fail number 1. I'll try
But did
having
it taste
lower.
okay?
It tasted like pasta with scrambled eggs and bacon. So I had a go. Second day, didn't have as much heat. Tried to mix some of the pasta water in with the cheese and egg mix, which you're supposed to do. However, I mixed in too much pasta water. So when I poured this on top of the pasta and bacon, it just became a soup. So that was kind of fail number 2. But since then, I've redeemed myself because, well, I kind of struck a middle ground. Not too much heat, not too little heat. So made it with my girlfriend. And it was a great success the 3rd time around.
The
third
third
time?
The third time around, was it you who made it with your girlfriend, or did she make it with you?
No. I made it for me and my girlfriend.
But
so
a 3rd time.
so,
What happened
yeah,
to the
thir-
second?
Yeah, the
It
second
just
time
said-
was a fail. It
Humor.
was soup. It was egg and cheese soup with pasta. I had too much pasta water in there. It didn't turn out well. So, but you just gotta try a few times until
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
So you had
got it on the 3rd time.
basically pasta all out the past week or so.
Yeah. But the third time I was sure, like, I would get it right. I would learn from my mistakes, and I took a shot making it for my girlfriend, for both of us, and it turned out great. So
Good.
maybe next time I'll try getting the proper ingredients, which you're supposed, the proper meat. Maybe I'll have to go to some other store to get it. Get some proper cheese there, like this sheep's cheese.
I don't think you're going to find the meat.
Maybe
fair.
I'll have to order it, and it'll be hell of expensive, and I'll probably back down.
One of those food store that sells food from other countries. Don't they have it?
Maybe. Just Googling it right now, I can get a piece of guanciale, 600 grams, from a web shop for about 40 euros per kilo.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh fuck!
That's kind of I don't know, steak price for the raw product.
Yeah, because the
it's
Norwegian
not
kroners are so bad compared to the euro as well. So.
Yeah, so it's not a cheap cut of meat. At least from here in Norway, kind of have to get it from somewhere. However, bacon is like half the price. You could get it for half the price. So, so yeah.
Half.
So
Did you say
long
five?
story short, have a few tries. Don't be afraid to fail. Just try it, and you'll succeed in the end. Be persistent. Because the first 2 times were disappointing, to say the least. It was
But
if
you
I
really wanted your pasta carbonara.
yeah, I really wanted it, but the first 2 times I only made it for myself. I wouldn't dare to serve that shit to anyone and be like, here, I made this shit, eat it. It's like, no, it was horrible, but I ate it.
But
for
when you had
myself.
someone to serve it to, you got your shit together and did it properly.
Yes.
I just buy those frozen bags you just heat up on the oven. You know.
Yeah. But I wanted to make a, like, from the ground up.
Yeah. I understand.
Something
It's probably
that's
cheaper in the end as well.
No, if
It
not,
isn't?
no.
not with the
no.
proper ingredients. But if you get like the local, if you just get some cheap bacon and a cheese of your choice, and then it's basically pasta and eggs and some ground pepper. Yeah. So it's not it can be a cheap dish. So yeah, that's just my food fail into a food success in the end.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, speaking of food, I got 1 dough of bread cooking.
Right
Alright.
now,
Yeah, it's rising. It's rising.
it's alive.
It's alive. It shall rise.
Yeah. Me and my kids have been baking today as well.
Like cookies and
My son made cookies last night at his parents' house, the grandparents' house, but today we made hveteboller, hva faen er det?
I don't know.
Chillings,
Christmas.
no.
You made Christmas bakery. You made. How the fuck do you translate that? You made You didn't make cookies, and you didn't make bread, but you made the thing in between.
Wheat buns, basically.
Yeah. With cinnamon or I don't know.
No,
Did
just,
you add
just
any?
plain wheat buns.
Just wheat buns, okay. Which here in Norway we associate with Christmas food. Yay.
Well, Have you seen the video of the HB printers, Bjørn?
If I've seen the video with the HP printers?
Or have you actually bought one?
No. No. Are you referring to a video that you've seen? Because I'm not aware.
He's kind of transitioning into your topic about the
Yeah,
HP
I
printers.
know, but I'm just curious if Junior has seen a video regarding this topic that I haven't, or...
I know you can get them not for free, but with like rechargeable cartridge.
No. That's not where I'm going at all with this topic. Well, as you guys have know, we've passed Black Week sales, we're past Black Friday. And on Black Friday, I happened to visit my local electronics store to be on the lookout for a new replacement keyboard. I ultimately didn't end up buying anything pretty much, but I just glanced at them and looked and pondered, maybe I should buy this keyboard, maybe not. And I stood there for quite a while. However, while I was standing there pondering whether or not to buy a new keyboard or not, another customer came in and he had problems. It was an older man and he needed to print something out. And he had recently bought an HP printer. And he needed to print something for work. And it was somewhat urgent. And he needed help for this to work. And it was the employee of my electronics store was like, okay, sure, sir, I can help you. What seems to be the problem? And of course, this older fellow thought he could just plug in the printer and just print something from his laptop. But no, HP says you can't. Do you know why?
You need some hardware or something installed?
No. Because your HP printer needs to be always connected to the internet to be able to function. Why does your HP printer always needs to be connected to the internet to function?
I don't know.
Well,
Sounds
it's
useless.
of course because you have to connect. It has to be connected to your HP account. Obviously, of course. So there this man stood, had to create an HP account for his HP printer in the store. And his employee was like being patient, helping this older man. Managed to make an account with his old email and such. Connected it to the internet, connected it to his HP account, but no, it still wouldn't print. They got some kind of error message. Do you know what this error message was?
Didn't need a license.
No. The cartridges. The HP cartridges. The ink cartridges. They were full on ink.
But
However, they had expired. The chip on the HP cartridges were out of expiry date. So he had to buy new ink cartridges with a chip that had a new, fresh ink, because the HP printer refused to print if the ink cartridge, regardless if it was full or not, it was expired. The chip on that ink cartridge said it was expired. So he had to buy new ink cartridges as well. And it just
I
led
just
me
want
to...
to ask, but you probably don't know the answer, but had he just bought the damn thing, or was it something old?
No, they apparently it was something he got with the printer some time ago. And he had been using it. And he wasn't aware of this. So apparently the cartridges had expired, even though he had barely used the printer. Hence why he had to make the account and such, which someone probably helped him out the first time. And he had forgotten or something. So it just led me to believe the printer, which is a simple physical device, it should just plug into your computer and just print out some text on a paper. But HP says no, it has to be advanced. You have to connect it to your account. The printer has to be connected to the internet. The cartridges need to be fresh because you need to be buying cartridges often so that HP gets the money. So it's just sleazy marketing. It's just you buy a cheap-ass printer and they make up the profit on expensive ink that you have to buy. Regardless if your ink is full or almost empty, it's just expired. No, you have to buy new ink. So it's just a lot of hassle with this damn printer because HP is notorious for being anti-consumer. And I was just Googling how bad are HP printers. And lo and behold, HP is now facing a class action lawsuit for anti-consumer, for being anti-consumer. Where there was this specific other case where HP, they have this product, they have a scanner and printer combo. A machine that can both scan documents and print documents. Lovely. However, this fellow was trying to scan a document, but the printer would not scan the document because the printer was out of ink.
So what does that have to do with scanning?
Exactly. The printer is coded in such a way that it needs ink for the whole machine to function. Even though the scanning function is totally unreliant on the ink itself. Because HP has coded this printer to be this way. So that even if you have to scan a document, you have to buy new ink. Even if the ink cartridge is full, even if the ink cartridge could be expired.
So don't buy HP, that's what you're saying.
Don't buy HP printers. They are facing a class action lawsuit at this moment because of bullshittery like this. There are a lot of other good companies that are a lot more consumer friendly. Namely, Brother is one, just a brand name Brother. They are much more well regarded in being consumer friendly. So don't buy an HP printer, guys. You'll save yourself a lot of hassle.
Did you see the video where they opened an actual cartridge?
Yes, I've seen where they opened a printer cartridge like the small consumer one, and what they were faced with was this like big, pretty much empty cartridge with a little kind of a sponge inside, and the sponge was slightly damp from ink. It was just this pretty much 80% of the container was empty. 20% of it was kind of less like, how do you call it, sponge material that was slightly damp with ink. That's how much ink you get in a fucking regular cartridge. It's a fucking joke.
Yeah, it's a scam. It's a scam.
It's like someone's calculated that the price per liter or price per unit of cartridge ink is one of the most expensive substances on Earth. Like the amount of ink you get for the price you pay is so ridiculously low. It's literally cheaper to buy like gold or something.
Heroin.
Not that we would suggest, but you get the picture. It's the whole printer industry is so full of bullshit. Try to seek out the ones that are not riddled with as much bullshit. HP is the main culprit out of many. Yeah, I was just baffled by the amount of bullshit. Like a simple device that a company has managed to make into such a hassle just to milk the consumers for money, instead of making solid products that the consumers are happy with and making money on just solid products. They make money out of bullshit. And
Well, someone is buying this shit. Because if
Someone
people
is buying
stops,
out of-
or buy the other
Yes,
from other companies,
norm-
this would stop.
uninformed consumers that just that just assume they can go into your local electronic store and get a cheap printer to do a simple job, because it should be simple, but printer companies like HP has made this into not so simple of a job and not so cheap of a job either, if you want to keep printing on a regular basis. Yeah.
But it isn't cheap printing at an regular pace either, because it will expire and you need to buy a new one.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Fucking hell, we need companies that print for you. Like back in the old days.
Companies that print for you?
Yeah.
How?
A store that prints for you.
You can
You
just enter the store with a USB stick and
Yeah,
like,
and say,
I need
"Print
this
it."
printed.
Yeah, print this for me.
Well, working at the company, you would not do that.
A store? As business?
Yeah, but if you own a company and you have papers need printed that are confidential, you don't go down to a store and says, print these confidential files for me, please.
Of course not. You're not supposed to go with the confidential bomb material.
Confidential bomb material? It could be like personal info of yourself or a relative that you need printed.
Yeah, but that is why you
that's
don't...
besides the point. It's I know what you're getting at. It should be simple, but unfortunately, it's not. It should be a service you could rent for cheap at a local printing store, I guess.
Yeah, are you guys like imagining the privacy? Of course, you're not contracting someone for building your own sex dungeon, right?
No.
No. So you use this service with wiseness.
Wisely.
Yes?
Wisely.
I don't know.
But I guess, do you think...
we have this printer scanner combo at work, and we bought a cheap one at the cheap store even, and it works fine, very fine.
Do I dare ask what brand this is?
Don't remember, but we bought it on Clas Ohlson, so
Okay.
not
so
something
it's from
cheap.
one of those cheaper places to buy something like that from.
Yeah, a Swedish company.
Yeah.
Exabel, do they have scanners?
I've no idea.
No.
Xerox.
But
I don't
do you,
remember.
just thinking ahead a little bit further, do you think this is a result of society more moving gradually away from the physical paper? You don't need as many physical papers printed nowadays as you used to before. You can just send everything on email. You can take a picture of a document and send it on email, and the picture will be crisp quality. You don't need a scanner to scan things, and you don't need a physical copy of something to send it to someone. You can own a digital copy of a document on your email or your cloud storage. So do you just let me rant on here just for a bit. And do you think this is a result that leads companies like HP to be more and more greedy because they are looking for ways to make more profit of a business that is slowly but surely dying out, like printing physical papers?
Yeah.
Yeah? No?
No.
Yeah.
It was just quiet for so long. No one answered. People might
Yeah,
think our
but
podcast
that's
stopped.
no. But do you think there's any truth to that theory?
I don't know.
Because I've not had the need to print a physical document for ages.
No,
I-
but there are some physical documents that you need to have, and it's great to have with you, right?
Some,
Perhaps.
yes, but
Some,
they're
yes.
rare. It's
Yeah. They are rare, but I imagine people who always printed will continue to print, right? And our company got a huge ass printer. We got several of those huge ass printer, and they work fine because they don't have cartridges. They actually have ink, like refillable inks.
Yeah, but they're like usually
They are
like
commercialized.
commercial for big businesses, and they're priced as such as well.
Yeah, of course.
So the where the manufacturer of this printer makes up its money is on sale of the ink itself and the papers, usually the sheets of paper, A4, A3.
I don't
standard.
think so.
You don't think so?
No,
I
because
think businesses need a lot of ink and paper regularly.
Well, didn't you just say the world is going towards no use of paper and ink
For the common man on the street.
for a common man on the street? Okay.
Yes.
Common man on the street doesn't print shit anymore.
And for companies as well. I would imagine a company in this day and age uses less paper than a company during the 90s or the early 2000s. They were much more reliant on like physical paper for all kinds of things.
Yeah, in what kind of setting? What's
Fuck the setting. In general, people
because
are using more digital stuff now than
because of
they did back in the day.
technology today.
But you cannot mention one thing. I'm just asking you.
If a stockbroker is purchasing a stock, they don't do it with phones or letters even. They do it on the internet. Things have been modernized.
Yeah, even at my tiny little office at work, everything is digitalized now. We've scanned every piece of paper that we had and threw away the papers, and we only have them in digital form, mostly.
Exactly.
Some of the most important are still archived in paper, but that's about it. And the only thing we print are when we press charges against people. We need them to sign under the paper. So I have to print out the entirety so they can read why they're being...
And that's just because they need to sign the physical thing.
Yeah, and then I need to scan it back on the computer, and then I send it digitally to the police, and I have to use the machine thingy that tears away the paper they signed, so no one can read it afterwards.
Have any of you guys used a manual?
A manual?
Yeah, a manual.
Like a physical book manual from
Usually
a
I throw them
machine or
away, and when
appliance.
I need them, I download them on the mobile.
Yeah. Do you know how fucking hard it is to read a manual on your phone?
I've done it a few many times, yeah.
A few. I know Bjørn has some equipment that requires like 200 pages of manuals, right?
Yes.
And to use a phone to read it is a fucking pain in the ass.
Well, but it takes up way less space. It's accessible through my phone. All of those things. I don't need to drag along 20 different manuals, each with 200 pages, in my backpack. I can just walk up to a machine and, this is this machine. I can just Google it and find the manual online.
And then you got your wet fingers, and then you're stuck with your phone, and then, no, fuck that. Bring back old man. Yeah.
Some things are still in physical paper form, but a lot of things are being modernized,
Did you know?
digitalized.
I tried to do something here back a couple of days. I opened my pad and it said like, "Oh, it got 50% power, right?"
Mm-hmm.
It has been laying in my car for like an hour or two, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I just I'll Google this shit," and then my pad just died because it was so cold, and I was
Oh.
stuck there with nothing.
Didn't you have your phone?
Yeah, but it was a very specific thing because the phone doesn't work. The phone app doesn't work. So-
I see what you're getting at, but
Yeah.
but still, I stand firm on my opinion.
Look at this shit because it says it needs permission to open this file without the internet, and I give it, and then it says it needs internet, the Wi-Fi, to open this file. So it's just fucking hell.
And I'm sorry, dear listener, I forced you to watch this entire episode. And all you got to hear is how printing is still a thing.
Yeah.
Or should be a thing.
Do you know, we should do our listeners a favor and bring back CDs. This podcast will be LP plates.
Then people would have to buy the podcast.
Yeah.
Who the fuck goes to work with a fucking LP backpack to listen
No,
to
no, no.
podcasts when they go to work?
No, you don't have. You don't understand. This podcast is an experience. You sit down and you feel the experience.
Don't. Okay, you
But-
didn't go there.
Experience the art of printing. Let's move on.
But yeah, that wasn't where I was going with the HP printer rant at all. But okay, printers.
Fuck printers.
Printer sucks.
HP printers sucks.
Get
some other
we
ones.
have a Canon at work. That's what we have.
A cannon.
Canon.
Poof. So your sister did what to you? She recommended something.
Yeah, you do your laundry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and you
do.
have the softener in there.
I do.
My sister, my sister,
Sauce-
My sister.
my sister
Sauce.
recommended me this shit.
Non-stop freshness.
Yeah.
Shake
and
and sniff. Shake and sniff. What?
Yeah, no, you're supposed to have them inside the washing machine. It's these small pellets thingies.
Yeah.
Oh, blue
Yeah.
pellets.
Yeah, and they smell like the softener, or at least if you buy this Lenore.
So
Yeah.
you just put it in with the laundry.
Yeah. You just fill up half the cup or so.
Does it dissolve?
Yeah, it dissolves. But the scent is so powerful. I had it in a box with some things that had been packed over my Christmas decorations. They have been standing in boxes for an entire year. I had a few of these inside the box and let it stand throughout the day. When I opened the box, it smelled like freshness.
Ah, fresh laundry.
Fresh laundry, yeah,
newly-
basically.
Yeah.
But then there's it's printed on here. Printed on the back of here. It's like a standard dosage, and it's you fill it up in the top, right? So it's almost halfway up. Then it says on the other one, it's 1 full cup. Pour more if you love scent. And then there's another picture with 2 cups, and it says up to 2 cups for the ultimate experience. What the fuck? Ultimate sniff experience, or what the fuck?
Okay, the ultimate experience. They're
yeah.
really trying to.
I haven't tried the ultimate. I have had the standard dosage, but yeah, the clothes they smell so fucking fresh now. And someone at work said they knew some people would have a few of these pellets in a little bag and just put it in the closet, and everything smelled fresh all the entire week or so inside the closet.
Oh, okay.
Because I can smell this now, even though I have put it away. The smell, the freshness is still here. It's quite powerful. Not in a
Mhm.
bad
So-
way. I
so
think.
it's like a hack.
Yeah, it's a life hack. Yeah.
Mm.
Where
yeah.
did you buy this?
Freshness
Wonder.
pellets.
I bought this at a store called Dollar Store, which we have at my shopping mall. My sister buys them online and get them in the mail.
Okay.
So yeah. That was like $6 for them as well. So I think 16 Norwegian kroners.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it was neat. I
But
didn't think
if-
so to begin with, but
But if this smell is so powerful, do you think you'll even stand using 2 full cups in?
no, fuck no.
But that's also a case of it's beneficial to the manufacturer the more you use. So of course they would recommend you using a ridiculous amount.
They don't recommend this.
So-
They say standard dosage is below half a cup, right?
But they make it sound like the ultimate experience is what you're supposed to go for. Meaning you'll use more of the product, meaning you'll buy more. It's
I will keep buying them though, just to add a bit to the smell of the clothing. But I will never try the ultimate experience on this.
That will be too much of an
that
experience.
will be too much. I might go a bit more than the standard dosage just to see, but no more than that.
Maybe that's how they'll get you. You'll get addicted, and soon the standard
No,
dosage
because
won't
I
be
don't
enough
want to
for
walk
you.
around at work and everyone can smell me coming a mile away.
Fresh clothes. Here comes Thomas. I don't know if that's a bad thing.
Yeah,
No,
well,
not
what's
necessarily a
about-
bad thing, but
No.
some people are allergic to
Yeah.
these
It's,
kinds of
if
things
it's
as well. So.
if it's too intense of a smell, it can be for some people very how do you say it?
intrusive.
Intrusive. It can be very intense.
Yeah.
So
So I will keep to the normal dosage, but I noticed it added a bit more smell to the clothing when they were newly washed. So
Yeah, I will try the in the clothes thing. I will not.
yeah, just have them in
I
a
w-
little bag and put them in the closet.
Yeah, because I will not use it in my washing machine because my washing machine.
It's awesome.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have one of those awesome auto
Dosage.
Dosage,
Yeah. Yeah, but you could put it in small bags and just in the sock drawer and stuff like that, and just have the smell.
Ooh, smelly socks.
Nice smelling
Nice
sauce.
smelling socks.
Nice.
All right.
So, will you tackle the last topic?
Yes. It's kind of a
Is it a long topic?
I don't know. Depends on how much we'll rant on this about technology and the future and so on. It's a listener topic suggested by my sister, and it's this technology gadget called AI Link, and it's a fairly expensive piece of small smart electronic. It's called the AI pin, and the web page just says starting at $6.99, and it's a very well designed web page. You can scroll down to see all of the features, and it's basically this physical pin that you like Wii sized or something that you supposed to attach on your on your collar or something. Yeah, and it's supposed to be this smart hub, this smart AI hub that you can use for all different kinds of things, like connecting it to your calendar or asking it, basically Googling things for you, like recognizing your voice if you're like, hey, how tall is Mount Everest? And it can be like, oh, Mount Everest is 8,000 something meters tall. And it's supposed to be this like connecting you to the internet in a smarter way, in a more carefree way than using your phone.
More
It's
smart
supposed
than
to-
hey Siri.
And it's supposed to be able to project an image onto your hand if you're like listening to some music on your earbuds or something, or displaying info on your hand with this like hologram projection thingy. So it's basically a I'm afraid to compare it to a smartwatch, but it's kind of similar, but it's supposed to it's more. Yeah, it has AI technology implemented as well, so it's supposed to learn what you're probably thinking about in this at this time of day when you're heading back from work. It's maybe suggesting, oh, would you like to stop by the shopping mall? I've added this shopping list for you to go
Commercial!
get your groceries. Yeah, it's things like that. It's supposed to be this connect you to the it's supposed to how do you say it? It's supposed to connect you to technology on one more device.
I think it's a gimmick.
It seems like a gimmick, and this just reminds me of did the three of us watch one of the first episodes of Black Mirror?
We saw the first, or the first of, or the
The
last,
first
or
where-
whatever. The one with the
where
eyes,
they-
or whatever it was.
Where they pretty much implemented technology into their brain, where their eyes had like this projection of this projection interface over your eyes, where you could basically see info on different things through your eyes. You were always connected to the internet, and yeah, I won't spoil. We're not spoiling Black Mirror. It's an old show at this point.
Yeah, but
But
I imagine it being a gimmick because you're going there with your hand trying to project something readable, and it's raining and shit gets broken, right? Then you got this $4,000 piece of technology getting soaked.
It
Because
says
you're-
starting at $6.99, the dollar. So no, $699, I think.
So this $700 piece of equipment in the rain and being soaked, and you trying to read something with the lasers, and then it's getting cold, and then you don't, and you're barely like, hey Google, turn off the phone, hey Google, please. And it will-
yeah. It seems like another not an alternative to your smartwatch, but it seems like one of the just another technology gadget gimmick that you can wear at this point in time.
Yeah. Imagining
Why
your
don't they
father.
fucking put the AI in the phone, and there you go.
Because this company doesn't make money that way. They want to sell you a physical product
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you
But
get
when the
reliant
phone
upon-
companies are like, that's a good idea, we'll implement that in our phones.
Well, in today's society, you're pretty much everyone has a smartphone and are reliant on their smartphone in some lesser or bigger degree. So everyone has a smartphone. That's pretty much a standard today. Do you think in some years everyone will have a smartphone and a smartwatch of some kind?
Many people do
And
have the
in some
smartwatch,
year-
but
Yes, but do you think that'll be as standard as having a smartphone as well? Do you think it'll be one of those technology gadgets that everyone just has because it's just become a standard? Along the lines of this AI pin, you're walking along with your smartphone, your smartwatch, and your smart pin. How many fucking more smart things do you need?
No,
To
because
just remain a human being.
you
No,
need
no,
all
no,
the
no.
smart things when you live in a smart house, because we have those as well.
That's the fucking problem.
Everything is smart.
yeah, but it won't take off. Have you seen how bad battery time are on the smart watches? It's
Mm,
like you have to charge them every fucking day.
But people still use it. It's just
Yeah, but
part
not
of their-
not every day because they are charging it.
not every day, but it's that as
Do-
well
do-
can
do-
become
do-
part of the daily
Yeah,
routine.
yeah.
Putting
No,
a
no, no.
smart.
No, because do you know Apple Watch has a function where it tracks your sleep?
You mean the iWatch?
Yeah. Do you know it has a function that where it tracks your sleep, but you cannot use it because you're charging your phone.
Ah. Yeah, so
Of course you can use it, but then you have to charge it during the day.
yeah, because it uses so much power, you either have to charge it during night or during the day, and you mainly want to use it during the day,
Yes.
at which point you'll have used up all of the battery. So at night you'll have to charge it.
What the hell
Yeah.
kind of smartwatches are you guys using? Because my smartwatch lasts for a week.
I'm
is it
not
a-
using any smartwatches.
Is it
but
is it
as
is
you
it a
guys-
smartwatch or is it a training watch?
It's basically a training watch, but it's
Yeah,
smart
then
as well.
it's how so?
Yeah, it shows messages on my phone, like on the watch and stuff like that. It monitors my sleep. It counts my
What?
calories and how many steps I walk.
Yeah, but
It messages
I-
me when I get a snap or whatever. So
it sends you notifications.
yeah.
But because the Apple Watch is really good as a smartwatch, minus the battery life, right?
You,
Because
you
you
mean
get-
the iWatch?
Yeah, the iWatch.
Bjørn,
No,
probably-
I'm making a joke out of this because it's not called the iWatch. I'm just annoying the Apple fans.
Oh,
The
okay.
iWatch.
What is it? Is it called the Apple Watch?
The proper name is Apple Watch.
Ah,
But
okay.
You mean you have the iPod, you have the iPhone, and when they release a watch, you would assume it's called the iWatch, but no, Apple was like Apple Watch because marketing.
iWatch.
iWatch. No. Don't take this out of context. Continue. It's,
No, but anyway, we are currently done here.
Oh, yes, we're done.
Yeah, we are wrapping up. We're wrapping up. This is a wrap. Press like, subscribe, favorite, send us money, donations in the link below. And thank you for listening. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.